Are we good?
Not yet.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started with the awards. This is the second stop of the 2025 Moyak Elite Trail Series, sponsored by Eco Fishing Shop and hosted by Hickory Ridge Resort. Very grateful for Hickory Ridge for getting us indoors and getting us some heat so we can get out of this nasty weather because it was a brutal one out there today. Thanks, guys, for showing up for the awards. If you haven't already gotten some chow, we got a little bit of chili left over here. Thanks to 4x4 Brewery. We've also got some beverages along with some Element. If you haven't got enough hydration yet, there's some more.
I don't know what for.
Welcome, Stony Floyd. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with the team side of things. We're going to pay out 2 spots in the team series. We had 16 teams sign up. And in second place, winning $250 is Team Something to Prove. Micah Funderburg, Spencer O'Neill. Come on up, guys.
Micah's not here.
Neither one of them's here? Well, they had a team total of 89.25 inches. In first place with a very strong lead, 96.75 inches. They're going to take home $380, and that's Eberhardt's A team, Chris Robbs and Chad Davidson. Uh-oh. I'm not prepared. So, Chad, tell us about your day.
It was wet. Is this working?
Should be.
Yeah, Trey said yesterday, he said it's a wet rain. So it definitely was a wet rain. And I caught all mine on a rig. I only caught 3. I was live scoping them in brush piles, and I probably had 50 of them follow it and not eat it. But that's the only thing I could get to work, so I stuck with it.
I promise you, my day was only slightly better than the rest of you guys. I only caught 6 fish all day, just a few of the right ones. Caught them in 2 different flurries. First hour, I caught 3, and then between noon and 1, I caught 3 more. First ones in the morning were on a spinnerbait, and ones in the afternoon were on a crankbait.
It was a pretty tough day overall, man. Congratulations, guys. All right, so now we're going to move on to the individual side of things. Really tough day. We had 69 anglers sign up altogether, and only 148 fish were submitted. So that's got to be one of the lowest ones we've had. Weather was brutal. My hat's off to all you guys for braving it out. And what a challenge. The scores were really close. This was a tournament where every single fish mattered. If you lost one at the boat, it's probably going to hurt you. So clean fishing was really important. We are going to pay out 7 spots altogether, and we're going to start with the trash pot, though. Trash pot for this tournament is going to pay $125 and take home this lovely trophy. It was a big old giant carp caught by Richie McMichael. So what'd you catch him on?
It was it was a frit side, and I hooked it in the back. So
Snagging then, were you?
I wasn't snagging, but no, I had it on for maybe 30 seconds before I even seen it. I was like, man, I got a giant. Here we go again. Then I seen the gold and was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, at least you got a little bit of money out of it. Yep. All right, we're going to go into the big bass pot. We're going to pay out 2 spots for big bass, and we actually had a tie. And due to the new Tourney X rules for tiebreakers, it goes by whoever caught the fish first. So with a 20.5-inch fish coming in second place with big bass worth $150, Doug Wright. Can I get a picture with that, please? All right, second biggest fish, man. What'd you catch it on?
It was my only bite of the day. Green pumpkin jig. Nothing fancy. Just threw it in the middle of a bunch of brush, and she drilled it. So it's cool.
At least you got something to take home with now. One fish. Good job, man. All right, overall big bass. He had the tiebreaker. Another 20.5-inch fish. That is worth $360. That goes to Chris Robbs.
Mine 20 and a half? Or was it 20 and a quarter?
20 and a quarter, right?
So did he get big bass and I had second bass?
You got big bass because you submitted yours first.
Oh, I thought you said he had a 20 and a half.
Nah, you guys both had 20.25. Yours was in the first hour. His was in the second hour. So you just barely had him beat. So that was worth some money.
20.
What'd you catch it on?
Spinnerbait.
Spinnerbait. All right. Seventh place is going to take home $200. Get back there. All right, so looks like, I mean, if, ooh. If you had a limit, you almost had a check. So that was pretty tough. In seventh place, went in there $200 with 68 inches from Nebraska's Tyler Alexander. Want to talk a little bit about your day?
Sure.
You drove all the way down here. We appreciate that.
Yeah. I caught like 12 fish today. Everything came on a shaky head. Couldn't get a moving bait bite. There was 2 windows. I caught them right when it started raining and then right when it stopped raining. And middle of the day was just a lot of casting and nothing going on. So I'm glad to get some bites, and thanks for having me, and good to get out of here with some money.
Yeah.
Pay for some gas on the way
There you
home.
go. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right, in sixth place with 68.75 inches. He only culled once, caught 6 fish total. Robert Swearingen is going to take home $230. Nice job, man. You're getting pretty consistent lately. You want to talk a little bit about how you cashed another check?
I got lucky and caught a bunch of spotted bass. I think every one of my fish were spots, if I recall correctly. Maybe one largemouth. Caught everything early on a jerk bait, fishing a ledge out in open water, and then lucked out and called one about 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, that got rid of a 10-incher and obviously helped out a little bit.
Sure thing. All right, man. Nice job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In fifth place, winning $260, 70 inches even. Richie McMichael from Kansas. Want to talk to the folks at home?
Yeah, well, I came down early this morning. I went to my first ramp, looked at it, and I seen this big tree floating down like 3 miles an hour. I was like, no, I'm moving. So I moved to a different spot, fished that for like 2 hours, no bites. So I loaded up, moved. First cast at my third spot I went to, got a fish. And then it was like 3 or 4 hours later until I got another bite, and I caught 2 right in a row. And then I didn't get another bite the rest of the day until the last hour right by the ramp. And I caught 2 more right in a row, like 2 or 3 casts apart. It's like, so that was my day, 5 fish, and that was it. All on our frit sides.
For its side again. All right, well, congratulations, man. Nice job. Okay, so fourth place with 71.25 inches. This guy probably caught more fish than anybody today. Culled 4 times to get up there to 71 inches. So he's going to win $350 in fourth place is PJ Coley. Tell us a little bit about how you caught him today.
Caught them all on an eco rig around docks. That was all day long.
That sounds real exciting.
First part of the day, I caught one on a Ned rig and then trying to stay out of the wind. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to do this all day. Can't hardly feel my hands halfway through the day anyway. So,
well, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked, man. Congratulations. Good job.
Yeah.
Third place is going to pay out $400. We got another feller from Kansas who's coming over here to take some money. He ended up with 71.75 inches with a 16-inch big fish, Troy Nidegger. Man, you want to talk a little bit about how your day went?
It was a grind. I mean, I caught my first that 16-incher on a jig right off the bat, and I caught my last fish probably with another 20 minutes to go, and the other 3 were sprinkled in between there. It was just a grind all day long, mostly all on jigs and Ned rigs. I couldn't get anything to bite a moving bait. So
slow day.
Yep, yes it was.
All right, well, congratulations, man. Nice finish. Oh, I forgot their trophies. Hey, Troy, this is for you. Here, hold on that. All right, top 2 finishers of the day. Tyler Coakley, Chris Robbs, come on up. Second place is going to pay $550, and first place is going to pay $850. So you want to talk a little bit about your spinnerbait bite?
Yeah. I wish it would have lasted all day. The first hour, I was like, it's going to be a good day. I had, I think, a fish on the board at 702 was my first fish. Shortly after that, I had that 20 1/4. I mean, it waylaid it and jumped 2 or 3 times before I netted it. And when I lifted it up, the spinnerbait wasn't in its mouth anymore. So I was like, netted it at the right time. Then right after that, not very long, maybe 10 minutes later, got another 3-pounder, like a 17 3/4. And then after that, I went over 4 hours without a bite. So I got a little worried. But like I said, had another little flurry there between noon and 1 with a Fritz side, and was able to limit and then cull once.
Right on. Tyler?
Yeah, kind of the same deal. I started out with the spinnerbait in the morning, got 2 pretty quick, and then went over, talked to Jonathan, gave him some crap about his live scope, and then went back right down the little pocket he was in, caught 2 back to back on a little shaky head, and then nothing for a while. I ended up getting my last bite, I don't know, probably 1 o'clock, and then from 1 to 2, I caught probably 5 or 6 more little 10, 12-inch fish, but never found anything over 15.
Right on. All right, so second place is going to be, what I say it was, $550 with 73.25 inches. Tyler Coakley. All right, that means your champion is going to be Chris Robbs, and he won by over 5 inches with 78.5 inch total. One more time. Say something to sponsors, or you want to pass? Yeah.
No, come on. My sponsors, thank you guys. You know, I got Everhearts Outdoors is our main sponsor. They do an awesome job and they help out with us a lot, and they're all Americans. So it's they're awesome to have behind my back and helping out and everything. And then Bay Cave Customs, Buff Trucks. Also, shout out to Council Bluff Crankbaits. He helps support and gives away the giveaways, and awesome paint job. So if you guys don't have any Council Bluff Crankbaits, you might want to get you some.
That's a fact.
All right.
All right. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Good job. Did you get a picture taken to check? Did you get? All right. Next up for our series is going to be a very special one. It's going to be the Ellie Bowman Memorial on Table Rock Lake. This is going to be the first year of it. We're going to have, it's going to grow into something really special. Really happy to be working with Food Performance on this to help make it a really great event. We're going to be doing a $100 an hour big bass pot that'll be running, and it's not going to cost anybody anything extra to get in on it. We're going to have everything else. We're going to beef up the payout a little bit more. We're going to do some special things, and it's only going to get better every year. So I hope to see you guys all at Table Rock. Spread the word, and let's grow that event. And that's all I got for everybody. Thanks for braving the weather today. Thanks for showing up for the awards and showing your support. And I thank all you guys. So thanks. I'll give a hand to you.